since before your solo debut in June, right? What goes on in your mind? Are you very confident of making it as a solo artist, or you actually went through a period of unsure and probably hated as well?
You know, I don't really even consider myself a solo artist. I guess it's just like you know, like I never like thought of myself as coming back. Like, oh, I'm gonna come back as a solo artist. It's just I'm just kind of going like how just where life takes me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just making music because the fans want to hear the music and they want to see me perform, so I'm performing. It's like, and then I'm just trying to, you know, bring my friends along because you know it's more fun that way. So because I was just, you know, I never like wanted to come back and no, it's just like when the chance comes up, I'm just taking the chances and then everything's working out very great. So I'm very thankful for that.
Aside from Hype Nation, any other plan to make a movie in either Korea or Hollywood?
Well, as of right now, I mean, there's no projects right now. I mean, but if the chance ever comes up, I would love to do another movie. You know, whether it be, you know, comedy or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
What is your strongest or weakest moment looking back at the chaotic time?
You know, I don't even know what my weakest moment is. I try to always not be like, I always try not to like kind of break down. I always try to just keep composure and try to just stay strong. Because you know, I have my family and friends and my fans. So, but my strongest moment is I think when I did the first fan meeting in Seoul. It was just, you know, I was with my A1 crew and I was with everyone and all the fans came out and it was just a crazy show. I think that was like my strongest moment.
So how do you think you have changed since previously and now, since all the chaos and lost and that? So have you grown stronger mentality-wise? Anything changed?
How much the fans support me, you know, and then it just makes me so thankful that I just, you know, want to do like something to pay them back. And you know, I've grown like, you know, as a person, you know, music-wise, dance-wise, you know, singing-wise, rapping-wise, you know, whatever. Just because I've been able to work with a lot of different musicians and a lot of different producers and a lot of different dancers, you know. So it's been very good.
Korean singers are getting very popular here. So what do you think is the charm of Korean pop songs?
You know, I'm not very sure, but I think Korean pop songs, they're very, very catchy. You know, they're making the hooks very, very catchy these days, you know, with the repeating words and the up-tempo beats and the catchy dances and their outfits, you know, they look very flashy and stuff like that. So I think that catches people's eyes. As for me, I don't really have that right now. But you know, maybe one day, we'll see.
Training, right? How do you think that has benefited you in making yourself as a solo artist or coming out into the scene?
You know, it was very helpful, you know. I realized how much hard work you have to put into it to actually, you know, be a successful artist. You know, you have to give everything to it. You know, I sacrificed my family, my friends, and my life for like a few years. You know, so you have to give your blood, sweat, and tears. So I think it kind of molded me. It gave me that discipline, and it kind of showed me what I should do to become a successful singer.
Looking back at the days, right, you used to be taken care of by an agency. So now you have to do everything on your own, meaning putting out Twitters and YouTube videos, everything. Has that made it tougher for you?
Oh, no, not at all. I have an agency. I have a management in U.S. and in Korea. But you know, as for Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that, it's like before, I would kind of be like, oh, just lazy to do it. But now it's just like the fans. I'm thankful to the fans, so I make sure that I try to tweet a lot and try to see what everyone's saying, because I didn't do that before, but I guess I've changed in that point of view. So it's not hard at all. It's been good. It's fun.
How different is it touring and promoting with a group and solo right now?
Well, even right now, I'm bringing my crew along, so it's like. It's almost like the same because we stay at the hotel together, we stay in the waiting room together, we do the show together, we play games with the fans together, so it's almost the same, you know. As for like singing songs by myself, it's a little bit harder because I have to sing the whole song by myself, so it's a little bit hard. And other than that, you know, it's been really fun, really great to have like, you know, my childhood friends with me, you know, on big stages and stuff like that. It's a dream come true.
Are there things that you can do now that you know might not have been able to do before?
Yeah, you know, just doing collaborations with different artists, you know, working with different producers, you know, bringing my friends along, bringing my family along, you know, just stuff like that. It's just the little things that make it that much fun and doing this music that much greater. I'd say that I wanted to work with Taeyang. You know, I think he's very talented. You know, I'd love to collab with him. You know, I would like to do like a duet song with like Hyori Luna. Yeah, I think that would be very interesting too. You know, she's very, you know, good at what she does, at performing, you know, singing and dancing and all that. So I'd love to perform with her too.
Korean singers who have broken away from their group, meaning they have disbanded in a way. So do you think that will be the future trend, as in more of you getting out from the band and then try to come out on your own?
I don't know, you know, as for me, it's like, I never planned any of this, you know, I never, you know, planned to like break off and then do this and then bring my friends and, you know, it's just like like, everything is just coming up, you know, and I think it's just all luck for me, you know, all the fan support, and it's just, everything's been great, so I'm not sure about that.
One way the media will interpret is that they will think that maybe the agency is very suffocating in a way, in terms of like maybe pressing down on your own talent. So that's the reason why there's so many singers wanting to break away. Do you actually feel that when you're in an agency, like in a band?
You know, it all depends. Like when you're in a band, you know, or when you're in a group, you can't be selfish, and you can't like, oh, I want to do it this way. You know, you have to think of the, you know, what the group wants and what the company wants. So you kind of have to like negotiate and kind of agree on things like that. So I wouldn't really say suffocate, you know, but I just say like, yeah, you just have to make sacrifices for your group.
So in conclusion, as in over this past 1 year, how would you conclude? What would you use to describe your year? And anything that you wish you have done or wish you didn't do?
You know, I would just describe it as a roller coaster, I guess. And you know, I don't really. I mean, everything worked out, you know, fine. And you know, like you have to make mistakes, but you have to learn from your mistakes, you know. So I don't really regret anything. Hopefully, I'll just be a better person and grow as a person.
So for the future, any things that you want to do?
Dreams? You know, right now I'm good right now. You know, I mean, I'm performing with my friends, and it's a dream come true. And I'm just kind of going where life takes me. So hopefully, it'll take me into a good path. You know.